I wasted years of my early adult life by simply existing. I watched opportunities slip out my grasp, all while feeling like I was wasting my potential. Life felt bland, boring, and broken. It felt like I was hitting the reset button every Monday with no progression or change from the week before. There was no direction, no purpose, and definitely no excitement. Of course, I found a way to get myself out of this loop, and in this video, I'll share my wisdom gained over the past 2 years by explaining how to finally escape the constant loop that seems impossible to break out of, and how to actually start living instead of existing. We will talk about 3 different groups of people in different levels of life fulfillment. Those who are stuck in an infinite time loop of waking up, going to work, coming home, and spending their free time watching Netflix or doom scrolling. Those who are somewhere in between breaking the loop and still being fully trapped inside it, pursuing hobbies or skills but not feeling fully fulfilled or making any tangible progress. And those who are completely free from the loop, they have killed it. The same people who make use of their free time, feel insanely fulfilled and see actual progress in a hobby that they enjoy the most, potentially making it an income. But there's nothing wrong with learning a hobby for fun if it brings you genuine fulfillment. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the 3 groups of people got to that stage in life and the steps to progress to the next level, ultimately reaching full fulfillment and completely breaking free from the loop. Let's start off with the group I was once part of, those fully stuck in the loop. These are the people that feel totally unfulfilled. Everything seems bland to them and nothing excites them anymore. They truly feel they are trapped in a constant loop and are simply surviving until the next day. In my own experience of this stage, I was only doing the things that were necessary. I went to college or work and came home to binge YouTube and eat until it was time to sleep so the next day could begin, resetting the loop. This is by far the worst stage out of the 3 and one of the dullest periods of my life in terms of how fulfilled I felt. It was one day, as I was going through the motions of the loop, I thought to myself, what am I actually doing with my life? This thought really sat with me for a while. I had come to realise I wasn't actually doing anything that truly interested me and was simply living for the sake of living. Merely existing, you could also say. There had been one main reason why I became trapped in the very bottom stage of the loop, and that reason was comfort. I had become comfortable with my life. My time was mainly focused on doing the things that provided low-level, empty dopamine, providing my brain with the illusion of achieving goals that actually meant something. This made the realization that I've not actually achieved anything meaningful hit so much harder. I've never been okay with the thought of being average and amounting to nothing, so you can imagine how I felt when I became aware I've been living a mindless loop for most of my teenage/early adult years. This is also the case for so many people around the world, not just me, and what is really worrying is that most people never escape this loop and accept the fact that it's just their life now. And I'll be honest, I'm not surprised, because it's insanely easy to get roped into a life of comfort. I mean, look at the world around us. There are about 50 different TV/movie subscriptions, there's food delivery apps, and the worst thing of them all, there is social media, specifically TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Since short-form content became the go-to form of media, our brains have become increasingly accustomed to living through the lives of others. Our brains don't know the difference between seeing someone achieve their goals and having this successful life and actually being the one who achieves our own goals. And to add insult to injury, these people on social media choose what they want us to see. It's their highlight reel. So these videos don't include their low moments and tough times, which makes most people feel as if they shouldn't feel down and experience struggle because they haven't seen other people go through it. Now that we have discussed the potential reasons why people get themselves into this bottom stage of the loop, we can begin to understand the steps to rise to the second stage. It all starts with your interests and then goals. This will be different for each individual, so I want you to physically grab a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. Then I want you to really think and write down at least 10 hobbies or activities that interest you and that you would feel proud if you mastered them. Really visualize yourself doing them and being at a level that's better than 75% of people. Pause this video and do that, then come back when you're ready. Okay, done it. Now I want you to look at that list of them 10 hobbies you've written down and cross off some until you've got 3 left. These should be the 3 you're most interested in. Now from them 3, I want you to pick 1. This is now your thing. This is the thing that you will dedicate at least an hour each day to getting better at, and start it today. Find a tutorial or educational video about it and then take 1 step of action from that knowledge you've learned. The hardest thing about learning something new is just starting, so do it as soon as you finish this video. So now you have a hobby which you're striving to get better at. You have successfully entered the 2nd stage of the loop. Well done you. This is the stage that most ambitious people sadly get stuck in. They have all these dreams in their head but can't really commit to the consistent steps it takes to get there. It often looks like getting home from work, then attempting to work on the hobby or goal and becoming distracted 10 or 20 minutes in, and then coming to the conclusion that they can't focus and believe they aren't capable of anything meaningful. Once again, I've been in this situation, so I know exactly how it goes, and it is truly disheartening. Even though this stage sets the illusion of being better than the first, I believe it to be much worse. As in the first stage of the loop, the ideas and thoughts of achieving something more and worthwhile don't come to mind. However, in the 2nd stage of the loop, they definitely do, which makes the fact that you struggle to focus drive you insane. I'll be real here, progressing from this stage to the final stage is incredibly challenging, and I'll admit, I've not fully made the leap yet. I'm somewhere in between the two. But I do know the steps start with identifying your distractions from focusing and eliminating them. For example, this could be moving your phone to another room while you work on your goals, or even starting the task before you've indulged in social media content, preventing your attention span from being fried. I've used this one as an example because imagine 2 people who want to learn the piano. One of them watches 5 YouTube videos on random stuff from their recommended page and then sits down to practice the piece they're learning. And then imagine the person who practices and then watches their YouTube after. The person who practiced before watching is going to have much better focus and attention span than the one who watched first, and will achieve their goals much faster. In this example, they may learn that piano piece in 2 weeks compared to the other person's month. The other main focus is consistency. If you can truly stay consistent, day in, day out, then you'll truly be on your way to the final stage of the loop, which is complete freedom from it and total fulfilment. This group works towards their goals extremely consistently, providing them with a massive sense of purpose outside their job, which in turn allows them to be fully fulfilled. These people don't necessarily even have a crazy successful life. They are simply just fulfilled and happy with their life they have now. They've bridged the gap between living a boring mundane loop and becoming free. They are simply living and enjoying every second of it. You now know the steps to escaping the constant loop of a boring mundane life and becoming fulfilled. I ask one thing from you, and that is to take action on the knowledge from this video right now. Your future self will thank you. Trust me. Now if you find yourself living through nostalgia, watch this video here. That's it. See ya.